2001 Acura MDX with no keys, but the primary purpose for this particular video here is to show how to correctly enter what's called a brake code on a Honda or an Acura. So we're going to take a key that is non-transponder, and using the brake code we're going to start the vehicle. Now, just for your information, this brake code is not something that you can just get and do and this, that, and the other. It is a part of the emergency start procedure on this car should there be a problem where the transponder key is not working to make the car start. So the first thing we're going to do is actually just cut a metal key here that will turn the locks on the car, and then we'll review the information that we need to do what's called an emergency start procedure, which is something that you have to do every time you want to start this car. Now, you got to understand that each car has its own brake code. I mean, and every manufacturer doesn't use this system, but it is something that's used on certain years and models of Honda and Acura vehicles. So, VIN specific, owner of the car is, let's just say the owner of the car and locksmiths, repair facilities are pretty much the only people that can get that information. Again, this is an emergency procedure for starting this car, and generally you're going to be getting this car to a repair shop. Say you're stuck out in the middle of nowhere and you're the owner of the car and you've lost your transponder keys and you only have the metal key. Let's check and make sure that our key works, and then we'll be able to go from there. Okay, our key works that we made, and I did a metal key so that you know that it's not a transponder. So we got a key that works in the ignition the same as the customer would have, or you as a locksmith would have, in a situation where there's something else wrong and you need to get the vehicle into a shop or to the dealership for repair work. Again, this procedure is something that needs to happen if you're going to use the emergency start procedure on this vehicle. If you turn the vehicle off for 10 minutes or more, you have to do this procedure again. And it's called emergency brake procedure, where you're actually using the brake to enter a specific code word or string of numbers that, once it's completed, will turn off the security light and the vehicle will start. Now, just so you know, again, this is an emergency start procedure, and this information is only obtainable by a repair facility or the owner of the vehicle, and certainly you have to have that permission to do that. So this is not something that any Tom, Dick, and Harry can do. This is a very unique procedure. So there's the brake pedal right there on this car, and that's what we're going to use to enter these particular numbers. There's that flashing green light there that would keep us from starting the car right now, because there's no recognized and programmed transponder key in the ignition, even though we have it on. So this car won't start at this particular moment, but once we've entered this information, it will. The information that we're going to enter is VIN specific, meaning every one of these kind of cars has its own, and you can't use one for another one and none of that kind of stuff. So you're got to be in the car to do this. You enter the car, you got to have your brake code in front of you. You get that have your customer get that information for you, and you're going to turn the ignition on, and you're going to use the brake pedal to enter the string of numbers as prescribed. And once you have entered that string of numbers, which there's 5 of, the car will start. The indicator will go out that I showed you, that green flashing light, and you can start the car. Get it to the dealership or get it to your shop so that it can be repaired. 30 seconds to enter each string or each series or sequence of numbers. You have 30 seconds to do so. If you take longer than 30 seconds, then you're going to have to start over. Car's running without a transponder key in it, running with this key right here. Okay, green light's on. Okay, lets us know we ain't got a transponder key in there, but right now we could get this car to a shop if we had to do some work on it. I'm gonna go ahead and program a key into it, but I just wanted to show you that as a mechanic, locksmith, or even as a customer, you're not stranded or stuck at the beach just because you lost your transponder key. If you have your lockout key, you can actually get your car to a shop so you can get the keys made again.